Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a knife that I've been EDCing for a couple of months and I've really grown to love it. This is the ProTech Runt 5. This one being in the Wharncliffe blade. Now, a little backstory on this guy, or on the knife itself. I actually saw a friend of mine that had one of these, and I started playing around with it, and I really enjoyed it. This is actually my first ProTech knife. Now, I've always been intrigued by ProTech, but I tend to gravitate towards manual opening knives and not so much the push-button autos. But again, I started playing with my friend's Runt, and again, I fell in love with it, and I decided that I had to go ahead and pick one up for myself. And then I went with this color here. This is the green aluminum handle one, and I just really love it. I've been EDCing it more and more often lately. It's been getting really hot down here in Central Florida, and you know, obviously wearing shorts and stuff like that, lightweight shorts. I wanted something that was small and lightweight, but yet it was able to handle the majority of EDC tasks. So again, as I mentioned, this is the ProTech Runt 5 in the Wharncliffe model. So a couple of specifications. This has an overall length of 5.125 inches. Taking a look at the knife itself, again, this is green aluminum. It does come in a couple of different colors as far as an aluminum goes. And then they also have, depending on where you pick it up, some special edition ones with different materials and stuff like that. I really like the feel of the aluminum in the hand. It is a little bit slick, but it kind of goes with the overall look of the knife itself. You do get a tip-up right side carry pocket clip, very deep right carry, which is really nice. And then I've actually thrown this little kind of mini paracord lanyard on mine just because it makes it a little bit easier to pull out of the pocket, but it also gives me a little bit of extra something to hold on to because the knife is a little bit on the smaller side. The handles actually come together, and there's an opening right back here, and that's created by that void in the handles, and that's where you would attach your lanyard. And I also like that they have an opening right here because, you know, if you get any lint or anything like that, you can blow it out very easily, especially because of the mechanism for a push-button auto. You also have a little bit of material, or not material, I don't know if I would call it jimping, but you know, just a little rough spot right here, which is pretty nice. But again, it's more, in my opinion, if you're gonna, you know, be grabbing it really hard to do hard tasks, which this particular knife, because of the size, isn't really well suited for heavy, you know, EDC tasks like cutting cardboard and stuff like that. You can open up boxes and maybe, you know, flatten a box out or something like that. But if you're going to be processing cardboard, this is probably not the best knife for that. But anything else EDC related, it definitely handles it very nicely. Now, I really like the kind of gray look to the hardware, the button, and then the clip as well. I think it sets it off really nice against the green aluminum handles there. So it looks really nice. So again, I mentioned it's 5.125 inches. I'll go ahead and deploy the blade. And this is one of the things that really sold me on this guy is when you press this button, the blade comes out with authority. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so you guys saw you have a very audible thud when the blade deploys, and it deploys very quickly. As far as blade length is 1.96 inches, so just underneath the 2-inch mark, but the cutting edge is actually 1.13 inches. So again, you get a little bit over an inch of cutting edge on the little blade here. Now, as I mentioned, this is the Wharncliffe model, and that's what they're calling it. But I don't know if it's a true Wharncliffe. There is a slight little belly right here in the middle there, so it's not completely flat. You know, when you if you were to set it down, you will notice that. But again, it's Wharncliffe enough, I guess, to call it that. You do get a little point right there, which is perfect to go ahead and pierce tape and stuff like that if you're going to be opening up boxes. As far as the weight on this guy is 2.09 ounces, very lightweight, and that's why I really like it, because it's a great little knife, great little tool for EDC purposes, but it is very light, so when you clip it in your pocket, it virtually disappears, especially thanks to that deep light pocket clip right there. So as I mentioned, I have a little lanyard right here, and then as I'm holding it, you see that my pinky kind of falls off at the end, but it wraps around the lanyard there. So it gives me a little bit more of something to hold on to if I want to make sure that it is nice and secure in my hands. Taking a look at the blade itself, this is again a Wharncliffe blade. It's a full flat ground plain edge blade, and it is stone wash as well. So I really, really like that. Again, it's not shiny or anything to take away from the look of the handle or anything like that. So I think they did a really awesome job with that. You do have the logo right there, it says ProTech USA. And then on the other side, you have the blade steel. These are coming in at CPM 20 CV. So nice premium blade steel on this guy. So again, it's going to perform very, very nicely for the majority of EDC tasks. To retract the blade, you go ahead and press the button right there, and then you just manually close it down, and it is ready to go and firing out. Really, really nice. You do get a really nice box as well with these knives. Here it is. It's very slim. You have this little section that kind of slides back and forth. When you slide it out, it actually opens up here, and they do come with this little pouch, which is really nice as well, and all your information right in there. So if you like your boxes and you like to keep them, this is definitely one to keep. Again, a little bit of information on the side of the box. This is the Runt 5 in the green with the Stonewash 20 CV Wharncliffe blade. So all in all, I think this is a great little pickup. If you guys love ProTechs, or if you like push button autos, this is a great example of that. And I think for, you know, either like a little backup EDC blade, or even as a primary, I do carry it as a primary from time to time as well. The Runt 5 will definitely fit really, really nice into that category. So there it is, just a look at the knife that I've been EDCing quite often now that the days have been getting hot, and that is the ProTech Runt 5. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.